So Grand Rising, everybody. Thanks for jumping on. We're not back to the 12 o'clock schedule, but it just so happens that it's 12 o'clock and we're live. So do me a favor, guys, as you jump on, drop your city and state, double tap that screen, wherever platform you're viewing from. Make sure you like the video, share the video, and if you found value in the content that we share, definitely let us know. So my name is Eric. This is the Blank Spot. We are a sublimation blanks and t-shirt transfer supply warehouse located just outside of Columbia, South Carolina. The purpose for this live is to inform you of some things that we do and some things that we don't do. So we provide you with sublimation blanks and sublimation supplies. I want you guys to think about something as you shop with us and any other business that's similar to us. Small businesses have enough things to contend with and worry about, not to add on to customers who are looking for cheap, inexpensive, quick come up type items. So that's going to be the topic today. So for those of you who are on Hustle Talk, Shalom, thanks for jumping on. For those of you who are on Hustle Talk, I want you guys to pay attention because you may or may not understand. You definitely may not agree. For those of you who are on Facebook and YouTube, definitely pay attention because this is going to be important. We cannot control who we attract. As business owners, we cannot control who we attract. We do our best to provide the information as correctly, as clearly, and as concisely as we possibly can. And for those of you who have taken the time out of your business schedule to contact us about a product or service that we provide, we appreciate it. And we have no problems sharing with you how the product works, how to best use our product, and how our services work. For those of you who have decided to attach yourselves to us because you saw something that was inexpensive, and you said, well, I'm just going to buy it because it's cheap, and thought you were coming up on something, these are the people that I want to address. So once again, if you don't like the video, that is fine. If you don't share the video, that is also fine. If you don't find value, that's cool. That means that this is not for you, and we are not your people, and you're not our customers. We're fine with that. But if you are going to shop with us, there's going to be some things that you're going to need to know. One thing, and I'm going to show you the difference between two of the things, okay? For those of you who are on Hustle Talk, the title says, we do not sell $4.99 Clack Fans. That's what it says on Hustle Talk. We do not sell $4.99 Clack Fans. What we do sell, however, is $4.99 transfers for the Clack Fans. And if you take the time to go to our website and read the description, thanks for the gift. If you take the time to go to our website and read the description, it's going to say Sublimation Clack Fan transfers, or it's going to say something in that. It's going to say transfer. This is a Clack fan. Okay, this is a Clack fan. This is one of the fans that we sell. This is incomplete. This is called a blank fan. This is a blank fan. That means you can put whatever you want to decide to put on this fan, you can put it on there. Now, I don't know exactly what fits on here. All we've been doing is sublimation. So don't ask me if DTF can go on there. I don't know. I've heard people put DTF on it. I've heard people put vinyl on it, but that's not the case. This is a fan. This is sold separately, okay? This is not $4.99, and it's definitely not going to be $4.99 complete. This is a transfer. This is a transfer for a Clack fan. This transfer is $4.99. Okay. This is what you are ordering for $4.99. So for those of you who have found your way to our website, if we crossed your timeline, hey Pandora, thanks for jumping on. If we reached your timeline, your FYP, whatever it is that they're calling it on that page, or the social media that you're on, if we came across your page, This is what you're purchasing for $4.99. Not this, and definitely not this completed. I don't know anybody who's selling a 13-inch by 25-inch completed Clack fan for $4.99. So you're probably saying, well, why are you bringing that up? Something must have happened. And it did. It did happen. And we knew it was going to happen because we attract a lot of different people to our platform. We can't help it. People come to our platform from all over the United States and some other countries looking to purchase from us because they're looking at prices. Reading is fundamental. And that's not to insult anybody's intelligence, but if you happen to feel insulted, then you probably don't read a lot. For the young lady, and I'm not going to say her name, hopefully she sees this on our Facebook or our YouTube, but for the young lady who purchased, was it 5D? Purchased 5 of these, and the description specifically says transfers. Instead of you purchasing, if you're not sure, California, thanks for jumping on. If you're not sure, contact the company. Pick up the phone, get on your device, email the company, and ask them what it is that you're going to purchase. Please, please, please don't assume if you're not sure. Because if you're not sure, I'm going to make it very clear. We're going to break this thing down so it can forever be broken. This is a transfer. This is sublimation. That's what we sell. We don't sell DTF. We sell sublimation. We're a sublimation, blanks, and t-shirt transfer supply company. So if you're looking for DTF, you're going to have to look somewhere else. Okay? Clack Fans. These are sold separately. If you want to know the price, you can go to the website. The website for the blank Clack Fans is THEBLANKSSPOT.com. Theblankspot.com. That's our website for our blanks. If you're looking for completed Clack Fans, you can go to tbscustoms.shop. That's theblankspotcustoms.shop. tbscustoms.shop for completed fans. Now, if you want the transfer and you want to press your own fan, you can purchase the transfers for $4.99. But we are not selling $4.99 transfers for a couple of reasons. One, we are not Temu. We're not the dollar store, and we're not a hair store that happens to have fans in their shop for $4.99. We're not them. Okay? We're not them. If you order the wrong thing, that's on you, no one else. Daily Dale, high five to you and to the young lady that ordered the wrong thing and tried to blame us for it. You don't have to worry about it because we squared it away. We took care of it. Just know if it gets to the point to where, because we don't do refunds. The only way we will refund you your money is if we mess something up and we can't fix it. We'll make it right. We'll give you a store credit. But if the only way we'll refund you is if you get to acting real reckless, because we don't want our names drugged because somebody didn't understand how to read and comprehend. Okay? I want you to understand something. When we refund you your money, you ain't coming back. That's it. I promise you guys, we won't miss you. Now, you're probably saying that guy's talking pretty reckless for somebody who needs your business. And I know you guys, I know we live in a council society. I know we live in a council society. We're going to cancel this and we're going to cancel that. Well, we weren't able to cancel the president. We're not able to cancel Target. People don't have the discipline to not go to Walmart. So you mean to tell me that you're going to cancel a small business because you couldn't read and comprehend? We ain't going to do that. So what I want you guys to do is this. I want you to be honest with yourselves. If you make a bad decision or mistake or bad choice, then own up to it. If you think that somebody's selling something for a certain price and it's like unbelievable, contact the company. And if the company doesn't contact you back, don't shop with them. It's just that simple. Now, for the people who, I'm going to say this and I don't want y'all to get upset. I don't want you to get upset, but I got to speak my truth. I am not a hustler. I'm not a hustler. Okay? I am not a hustler. However, I know and understand hustlers because I've been around hustlers. It is the hustler or the person who is super frugal, the person who is looking for dollar deals, who is going to be attracted to the $4.99 price thinking that they're going to get a whole fan for $4.99. It takes a big person and a strong personality. A. Miller. It takes a strong personality to admit that, hey, I was wrong. I made a mistake. And I don't expect that out of a lot of people because I don't hold people to a high standard. I don't. I know what it is. It is what it is. Creations Kingdom. Thanks for jumping on. Good afternoon. Let me see what we got. LaWanda, what's going on? They've always been clear. Make sure. Appreciate you. And if we are not clear, bring it to our attention. We'll inhale and take it, and then we'll correct it. But I need you guys to understand something. The reason why smaller businesses are having an issue growing their business is because of certain types of customers. And all it takes is one. We talk about word of mouth a lot. We talk about how we run our businesses on word of mouth. Some of us don't do any advertising on social media like we're doing right now. We talk about the certain ways we grow and build clientele. I want you to understand something. Word of mouth can kill your business just as well as it can build your business. Why would someone just order one transfer and shipping costs more? You are talking to the choir. But let me answer that question. I know it's a rhetorical question. Let me answer that question. There's a couple of reasons why somebody will order just one transfer. They will order just one transfer to check out our shipping, to see how long our shipping takes. Or they may order one item to see what the quality is. We do it sometimes when we're talking to our vendors. We're suppliers, we're not vendors. So when we're dealing with our vendors, we may order onesies and twosies just to see what the quality is like. And I understand that. I get it. I'm not sure that we are attracting those types of customers, but I get that. So that's a great question. Why would somebody order just one? I get it. They want to see what the quality is. They want to see if it works. I get that. If you make a mistake, please own up to it, because we're going to be the bad guys in this situation. And you're going to go and try to share with your crafting family, your friends, your cousins, your peeps, your homies, your circle, that the blank spot wouldn't do X, Y, and Z. And we know that part of the truth is a whole lie. So make sure you own up to your stuff, because if you don't own up to your stuff, the truth is going to come out in the wash. Now, that part, done with that. The next thing I want to do is I want to thank, now that we got people on here, I want to thank everyone who is shopping with us and who continues to shop with us, because we do need customers. But we don't just need any customers. My prayer every evening and every morning before we go to work is that God brings us qualified customers, not people who are going to be asking us for discounts, not people who are going to be asking us for X, Y, and Z because we look alike, because we look similar. That's not what we're looking for. We're not looking for people to criticize. We're not looking for people to share their unwarranted opinions. We're not looking for that. We're just like any other business. But remember, you have your own abilities and your own opportunities and your own opinions. You have your right to share what you want to share. Just know that freedom of speech is not free. Free speech isn't free. Giving opinions about what we're doing, that's fine. We're not going to not take it under advisement, because we want to make our business better. It's not that we know everything. However, it's that we have been doing this long enough to not do a couple of things. One, we don't take advice from somebody who is doing what we're doing. I hear it all the time. Well, the customer may have a better idea. Yeah, I'm not going to take your advice. I'll take it under consideration. But what type of person do you think we are to just jump on everything when somebody says something? Reading the comments right now. I ordered 2 fans to practice. They came out. They came fast. We'll be ordering again. Appreciate you. Is that I forget, Leia's Boutique. Appreciate you. Thanks for jumping on. So I want you guys to think about this. Everybody has their own opinions, their own ideas about how things should be done. We strongly encourage that you operate a business. If you want to be in charge of what you're doing, start your own business. Create your own operation. We're getting emails and we thank you. We're getting phone calls and we welcome them. But please go to the website and read the description. If it doesn't make sense, then give us a holler. Do your part. Be diligent. Another thing, how many of you drop a number 1 if you're brand new to our platform? Type a number 1, please and thank you. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you, appreciate you. We got your order on the way too. I looked at it and I said, she's doing, you're doing the paints. You're doing the paints. I think that's the canvases. You're doing the canvases. So for all of you number 1s, I don't want you guys to be alarmed. I'm a little dramatic. I'm very animated, but I'm passionate about what I do. I'm passionate about what I do so much to where I want to be the leader of my household, and I want my wife to feel comfortable following me. So if you don't see my wife online all the time, it's not because she is, afraid to get online. It's not because of, but this is what we're doing. Okay. I'm leading by example. The other thing is, if you are number 1, welcome. We appreciate you. If you're number 2, meaning you're coming back, we appreciate you. Now, drop a number 3 in the comments if you are a business owner. Get my number 3s out. If you're a business owner, drop a number 3 in the comments. I'm going somewhere with this, y'all. I'm going somewhere with this. I'm going somewhere with this. Give me number 3 if you're a business owner. I should see some number 3s, right? Okay. To all of the number 3s, I got you over here on Instagram as well. To all of the number 3s, I challenge you to not just pray to God to give you customers. I challenge you not just pray for God to bless your business. I challenge you to do the work. Some of y'all gonna miss what I said. It's gonna go all over your head. A lot of you guys are sitting down saying, hey, God, bring me this. God, bring me that. But are you positioning yourselves to get blessed? Are you positioning yourselves to get blessed? We were at an event in Raleigh this past weekend. It was a 3-day event. And I realized that everybody doesn't have the ability to tear themselves away from their everyday life. I realized that. Everybody's not like us. We don't have any little kids. We don't have any other responsibilities. We work our business full time. I get that, I understand it. But if you are not positioning yourself to receive, then you just talking to the wind. We were at an event in Raleigh, and I know that there are a lot of people near Raleigh that have businesses like this that could have attended that business. For a 10 by 10 vending booth or vending slot, it was $180. $180 for anywhere between 40 to 50,000 people to possibly see what you had to offer. Now, if you're in the North Carolina area, even if you're in South Carolina, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Like I said, I don't know what you got going on. If this is touching you, if it reaches you and it applies to you, then I'm talking to you. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. But you're not going to find a lot of vending events that's going to be at that price and that's going to bring that amount of people. We put our business in front of 80 to 100,000 eyeballs. 40 to 50,000 people came through Raleigh, Triangle City, this past weekend. We were there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You got to position yourself to receive that blessing that you're asking for. And it may not always come in a monetary package or gift. It may come in the form of somebody coming up. Give me 1 second. I hit my camera. And my mic and my camera went away. Yeah, it may not come in the form of you getting you know, a whole bunch of money from sales. It may come in the form of a contract. It may come in the form of somebody saying, hey, you know what? My community, I'm the leader of an event, and I'm looking for someone to do 500 shirts. I'm gonna ask you a question, and I want y'all to be real honest. Are you getting that type of traffic, and are people reaching how you are? People, are you reaching people? Are people interacting with you like that? So Michelle, I'm not talking to you. Thank you for sharing your opinion. I don't know if you heard what I said. I said if you're in a position, if people are not looking at you like that, if you're not so, see, here's the thing that I see from the outside looking in. Of course, like Michelle, I'm gonna read what Michelle said. Michelle said, but you can't judge how someone else may run their business. Didn't judge. So if that's how you feel, my daddy always said a hit dog a holler. The next thing she said was they may not have the money. They may not have the money for that type of vending events. You're absolutely right. They may not. And everybody has to start somewhere. But if you got $150 to spend on crafting supplies, and you shift some things, and you pull back on some things, and maybe stop eating out as much, and maybe stop shopping as much, and maybe shift some money around, you just may have enough money to do an event. I'm just saying. See, people, they have the money for what they want to buy. People have the money for what they want to buy. And the first thing that I see is when people feel some type of way about what I say, it's that defense mechanism comes up. There's no need to defend your actions. However your business is being operated and you getting the success that you want to get, by all means, take it. By all means, take it. Thanks for the gift. This is not for everybody. This conversation ain't for everybody. This is not the time, ladies and gentlemen, to defend what you ain't doing. But what you asking for, you ain't gonna get the way you want it every time. Carla says, I created a group, added my girlfriends, and made a video last night saying I'm starting. Don't you need a shirt? That take advantage of what you have. That's a start. That's a start. We have to start somewhere. Michelle, I'm not gonna deal with you. Okay. If you're in our group, you can leave. I have no time. To go back and forth with you. Absolutely don't. So you've been blocked. I'm trying to deliver a message, and you're definitely taking me off track. It's those types of personalities that you want to separate yourselves from. You want to separate yourselves from the buts and the what ifs and maybe nots and the naysayers. I'm telling you, you can do something, and you're talking about you getting offended. Get off the live. The problem is you're not surrounding yourselves around people who are going to help you to get to the next level. If I was a woman coming on here with all the women crafters, Michelle wouldn't have said nothing. So Michelle, you can be quiet. Well, you can't hear me because you got to go. Here's the thing, man. This is how we eat. We don't have a plan B. That's what I was breaking down, Karen. The part about praying and not doing the work, faith without works is dead. I have no time to surround myself around people who are always asking and never giving. My wife and I have no time. The blank spot has no time. That's it. If you're currently surrounding yourself around people who are acting the same way that you acting, you're going to get the same results. If you're hanging around 5 broke people, your name going to be number 6. If you're hanging around 5 lazy people, your name going to be number 6. If you're hanging around 5 people who don't have faith, your name going to be number 6. If you're hanging around 5 people who don't have any get up and go about themselves, your name is going to be number 6. Eventually, they're going to wear you down. That's it. I don't have anything to sell you today. Y'all know it's Tuesday, it's $2 Sublimation Tuesday. I don't have anything to sell you today, but I do have something to share with you, and that is some encouragement. If what I'm saying does not sound encouraging, then you don't have to be here. For some reason, she felt like she had to share her opinion instead of keeping on scrolling. So she's going to miss the best of what we have to offer in the future because she won't be able to see us. This is not a time to go back and forth. This is the time to inhale. If it applies to you, then use it. If it doesn't, then push it to the side. This conversation ain't for everybody, because here's the problem. We got jobs. Not we, but y'all. A lot of people out there who are doing this on the side has a job. And we're thinking that our job is going to be the thing that holds us up. But y'all remember the pandemic, right? It wasn't that long ago. The reason why some of y'all started or even ramped up your business because of the pandemic, y'all remember that, right? Y'all remember when people were sent home with no idea if they were going to even be able to come back? Type a number 4 in the comments if y'all remember that. Type a number 4. If you remember that, type a number 4. Because see, here's the problem. We are used to a gentle and kind type of response. There's enough people who are coddling us. I see a lot of business owners on these platforms because we attract a lot of business owners. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Absolutely. When 2 or 3 are gathered, there he is in the midst. Absolutely. Here's the thing. If you are here because you're looking for a nice, gentle word, you're on the wrong platform every day, all day. Because I am going to tell it like it is. But if you're here looking for how God gave it to me, this is where I'm going. This ain't for everybody's ears because everybody's not ready to receive. If you remember the pandemic and people were sent home without jobs, having to tell their kids, their spouses that they didn't have a job, that they had to buckle down, they were 30 days away from losing everything. One missed paycheck away from losing everything. And a lot of you guys either had a business or either started your business or ramped your business up because of that. And as soon as they opened the doors back up to go back to work, you said, I'm good. Now you looking at another economic pandemic. Prices on goods and services are about to skyrocket. We're going to have to go up on our prices. There's going to be some people who are going to be trying to keep you around just so they can continue to sell you what they're selling you. But you got to realize and try to understand, if what they're offering you is not helping you to get to the next level, you got to slide to the side. Get them peoples out of your head and out of your pockets. We're looking at another epidemic right now. If you don't understand this, you're going to understand this. There is little to no people in the United States of America making a lot of the items that you are purchasing to craft, to sell, to make your items with. Those items are coming from overseas. The prices are going to go up. What you going to do? You know, we started going to these vending events because our storefront started losing business. We started losing business. As soon as people started going back to work, they stopped shopping with us in our store. And we had a choice. Either go get a job or pivot. And when we pivoted from that storefront to the warehouse, it started to get real because people lost access. We were a convenient sublimation blank store. We were convenient because people could come in at the last minute if we were open and get it on hand. They didn't have to wait for Amazon. They had to wait for Temu wasn't around right then. They have to wait for TikTok Shop or Amazon or DH Gates or Alibaba. They can come right there and get it. And then when the epidemic started to slow down and people were going back to work, people stopped doing their side hustle and their side business. But we were still in business. That didn't change that we weren't in business. It changed how we conducted business. So we shifted to a warehouse. And we didn't focus just on the local economy anymore. Even though we were building our online presence, we didn't focus on the local economy. As a matter of fact, we told the local economy in so many words to kick rocks. Because if you're not going to do business with us locally on a regular basis, there's no sense for us having a business model like that. So we moved to a warehouse. Some of you guys know what I'm talking about because some of y'all locally on here, you watch it from a distance and you stop shopping with us. So we went to a warehouse and we said, well, yeah, you can order online and you can pick up. And for some of the people here in the state of South Carolina, in the city of Columbia, they said, well, you know what? That's too far for me to drive. An extra 15 minutes is too far for me to drive, so I'm just going to go somewhere else. So you know what we did? We took access away. So nobody can pick up. We're shipping. And we've grown a customer base online. But to offset our income, our business revenue, we started going to vending events. Now, for the people who feel like that they're not in a position to do a vending event, I say BS. Because all vending events are not $180 per slot. There are some that are $35 a slot. There are some that are $50 a slot. See, the problem is you're worried about if you're going to get that $50 back, that $35 back, that $180 back. Instead of carving something out of your budget for your business to make sure other people can get out, you can get in front of other people. That's the problem. What if I don't get the money back? What if you do? What if I don't make any sales? What if you get a contract? You're right, I do an event 3 times. Yeah. But I'm only right. So, Marsha, I'm right to you. But for some people, I won't be right. And I'm not here to be right. I'm here to give different scenarios and situations. This thing called life, but I'm still hanging. Oh, because my God has been my... Yeah, absolutely. What if you do? See, a lot of you guys are hanging around people who are negative Nancy's, Debbie Downers, grumpy Gus's, and you're wondering why your business is not getting to the next level. Some of y'all spend too much time on here not doing business. We haven't been able to come on live because we've been doing business. We've been keeping up with orders. I'm going back to what I said to you in the beginning. If you're somebody who found us and you're looking for dollar deals and dollar days, this is a fan transfer. You will not get a fan for $4.99. If that's what you're looking for, I recommend you go to Temu. I recommend you go to Temu to get a completed fan. Go to the dollar store. I think they're selling them for the little fans for like a couple of dollars. Do that. But please don't bring that energy to our business. Now, the people who need to hear this, they won't hear it. But the people who are going to see this, they're going to see it again because I'm going to take a clip out of this and I'm going to make some content. And of course, somebody's going to take it the wrong way. I want y'all to understand something. When you're focused on business, when you're focused on providing quality products, quality services, You don't miss out on the people who say, I'm not going to shop with you. I love to get to that one. Where you at, Tamara? In Denver? I would love to come to that one. We don't miss out on the people who make it their point to say, well, I'm just going to take my business elsewhere. Bye. Just the fact that you felt the need to say that, that's a you issue. It's not ours. There's 331 million people in this country alone. Out of that 31 million people, probably 0.5% or even less than that are actual business owners. That means that there's more customers out there who are looking for you than you know what to do with. You just have to position yourself for them to find you. You may see a lot of business owners. You may see a lot of people doing the same thing that you're doing. That's because that's what the algorithm is bringing to you on social media. But I promise you, there are more customers out there than there are business owners. Type on number 5 in the comments if you believe me. There are more customers out there than there are business owners. You have to understand that. There are more customers out there than there are business owners. So why would you be wrapped up in someone saying, hey, I'm not going to shop with you? You didn't leave yet? You haven't gone yet? You still here? It's amazing. So I want you guys to do this. I want you to take this with you because I got to get back to getting these orders out. My wife is over there packing up. She just dropped some orders in for some transfers. She over there packing up right now. I got to finish printing. But I want y'all to take this with y'all. If this your first time hearing me talk and you say, hey, that guy's angry, blah, 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 whatever. I'm not angry. I'm very passionate about what I do. This is my lifeline. This is my livelihood. God bless us with this, and I'm going to protect it at all costs. So if you feeling some type of way, you're getting a different type of energy, maybe you want to check yourself. But I stand on what I stand on, and that's business. I'm not going to allow anybody to speak anything negative into my life or into our business. And I encourage you to do the same thing. You cut it where it starts. If somebody says something about your little business, you cut them right then. If somebody says something negative about you or your business, your practices, and you know you're doing it right, you cut it right then. Sometimes you just got to separate. Sometimes you just got to separate from personalities. TikTok is flooded. Why buy from one person to the next doing the same thing? I don't know if I understand that one, Mango Kid. But what I'm saying is this. If you are a business owner, you're going to attract other business owners as well. You got to be careful what you put out there. Because the algorithm will have you're sitting there trying to, show somebody one of your products and you showing them a whole process. You're creating business owners. I love it. People are soft these days. Absolutely. They don't want to, they don't want to hear the facts. Well, they don't want to hear the facts from an ordinary person. If I was some multi-millionaire, if I was some billionaire, then I was given a class and they'd be glued to the ear. But I look like you. I'm like you. I'm somebody who you feel like you can reach me. You can't reach me. You have no access to us other than email, other than social media, other than phone calls. We're still a business. We extend ourselves to you through our products and services. And we want you to understand that we stand by our products and our services, but we also stand on business. We're looking for qualified customers. The name of our company is The Blanks Spot. We are a sublimation blanks and t-shirt transfer supplier. That's what we do. If you're looking for blanks, we got all types. Look on the website. If you're looking for blanks, hit us up. If you're looking for transfers, hit us up. If you're looking for something fast and something cheap, you may want to keep it moving because this is not for you. Let your friends know. Let your people know. If you find value in what we do, share the word. But if you happen to see this and you're looking for cheap, low-cost, inexpensive things, we ain't the cheapest, but we got some great products. Appreciate y'all's time. Thank y'all for jumping on. I hope you got some value out of this. Once again, my name is Eric. This is The Blank Spot. We are Sublimation Blanks and T-shirt transfer supply company located just outside of Columbia, South Carolina, in a little small town called Casey, South Carolina. We're going to be doing orders today. You guys, today is $2 Sublimation Tuesday. That means that you can get $2 sublimation transfers. You got to order a minimum of 10. That's $20. You're going to get $2 transfers, okay? Check out the collection on the front page. Also, we have a buy-in. We have a buy-in currently for these fans. We have a buy-in for these plastic Clack fans. Go to the website. Go to theblankspot.com to see how much money you can save on the buy-in. I'm not going to talk numbers, but I'm going to tell you, she almost slashed the retail price in half. So take advantage of the buy-in. Read the buy-in before you make a purchase. You're not going to get it today. You're going to get it at a certain date, but we do have sublimation fans, blank fans, for the buy-in. So check that one out too. It is theblankspot.com. That's THEBLANKSSPOD.com. I'm sorry, it's backwards. YouTube. Excuse me, on Instagram. I'm sorry, it's backwards. So that's all I got. That's all I got. Thank you, Ms. Rhonda. I appreciate it. She say it's tight, but it's right. Hey, that's all I know, man. So, hey, check this out. Like I always say, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. I'm going to see everybody at the top because there's too many people struggling at the bottom.